Greetings, thanks for joining us on this broadcast. It's a quarantine day, whatever it might be. 5 years in quarantine, or longer than that. Without going into full details on that. Alright, so I just uploaded about Alien, I forgot what I called it. The ground crew or something like that. Or I forget the name, it doesn't matter. So I'm going to go into a little bit, like this is a continuation of it. Of being an alien ground crew that, you're not, avoid the programming of society. Kind of, you just got to do what you got to do. You got to, you see, I'm going to see what I can tap into for what it looks like, at least a version of it that's allowed to be seen. A version of it. It's not going to be, they're not going to go into exact for obvious reasons. It's not really necessary. As for the virus, where this thing is going, of course, oil hit 0 or below that, which is kind of a big deal. So, I give you my take of, I give you kind of an update of, I don't know exactly where anything is going. But, I've said this already, I'll say it, I believe a lot of major corporations, some of them are going to go completely gone. They're going, people say it changed, but some might just disintegrate altogether. It's a little bit too early for it right now. You need kind of like a 2-month burn of no income from them, and then you'll start to see it. Now, I don't think the oil world is going to get much better. And hopefully we don't go back to the old ways of life, because the old ways of life are shit already. If you want to go back to the old ways of life, more power to you. The old ways was garbage. It was. Or is. Whatever. It's shit. Get up and doing the same thing over and over again, be a nice robot. Or you can just find a job that you like and still be a robot. The whole thing is just a big joke, isn't it? The whole thing, life in general, is pretty much a joke. Well, what their version of it that they say it is. I mean, there probably will be where you can work like a couple of hours, maybe 3 or 4 hours, and then you go and do your own thing. See, that's why I see things going eventually. You work like 3 or 4 hours, you do something that you really want to do, or or trying things out. Do whatever you want, or not do anything at all. Do whatever you want. We'll see how that goes. But just say, okay, you work like 3 or 4 hours a day. So, and then you just work on yourself. Now, you're not going to be locked in your home all the time. You'll be able to do things. But think about where you'll be able to even travel and do whatever you want. Without going crazy with it, of course. Well, who knows? I do believe, I don't know when is this going to come in. Who knows? Like with air traffic, the planes, I believe that's going to be more advanced over time, obviously, but where things are a lot quicker for travel. And the whole shaking hands thing will probably go away one day. Because you don't want, because you can do a telepathic connection. Of course, if you have a loved one, that's a whole different story. But you don't have to go around shaking everybody's hands and all that. Who knows? We'll see how things go. I feel like I've said this before, a lot of alien groups don't even do that. They don't do, of course, obviously they have, connect. Well, then more alien, it depends on the alien race, of course. Some are more astrally connected, so, fuck knows. But of course, we're more third dimension, so you have to have baby steps to more of an astral connection. So, shaking hands. We're not gonna rub off everything just instantly. That's what I mean. These people, they're saying like, we're gonna get rid of darkness. It's like, good luck with that. You can't just snap it out of here just like that. We have to, it's up to humanity to choose what they want to experience. And getting rid of it instantly, it's just good luck with that. And all the mass arrest and all that. You gotta look with that too. It's just more popular. If you're, I guess even in the spiritual community, it's more popular to talk about mass arrests and 5G, and I forget everybody else. I can't keep track of all their. They just kind of beat it all to death all day, and it gets a lot of traffic, and people live in that 5G world, and or you're gonna get chipped, and it's exciting. I get it. It's fun. It's like you're living in an adventure world, which you are technically. I think it'd be more adventurous if you let go of all that stuff and see what's really here. But instead, they get into these like 5G realities, and 5G's doing this and that, and who's behind the curtain? Who's behind all this? I don't think most really want to see it just yet because it's too much fun talking about 5G and being chipped and whatever it might be. There's only so much you want to see. Understood. It's all lessons. I mean, technically we can see the elite. Well, we technically already do. We see their presence here, but technically we can see the elite. But people aren't ready for it yet. For obvious reasons. I mean, you can see your aliens too, but people, I mean, you can't just choose one, you gotta see them all. It'll thin out eventually. The only reason I can't do it, well, I'm here for bringing the alien vibrations. One of the worst jobs you can ever have. I don't recommend it to anybody. It's not as what it's cracked out to be. Yeah, the glamour of it. You see the glamour? The glamour is, it sucks. I mean, David Wilcox was like, he's living pretty good. He can roll out all kinds of bullshit, and people seem to be all over it. It's like, shit, that's the life. I don't have that, apparently. That's okay. I'm not into that. No thanks. Some just need it's different versions of healing. It's just, it's a comfort zone. It's preparing for what's to come in a comfortable environment. Nothing wrong with that. Absolutely nothing wrong with it. I didn't see many people were outside their comfort zone as the world's kind of falling apart. And I still feel a couple months for it to really start to show its true colors. And that's when the real changes are going to come. I believe, it can happen in between now and then. It can happen. Absolutely nothing is clear. Zero. The oil situation happened today, so that was something. But expect the unexpected for sure. Yeah. Nothing's being clear. Just roll with it. But yeah, I do see. Yeah, like I said, companies falling apart, big ones, or bankruptcies, wherever it might be, and of course you have the lockdown protests are going on. That was expected. It's not too bad. That was expected. It's not. This is a protest. It's not like they're starting a militia. Some of them do dress up like they're in a militia. Jeez. Yeah. Well, where is the government taking over everybody again? Isn't that supposed to be happening? FEMA's supposed to arrest people and do all their things. Jeez. It's going to be more just the civil arrest. It's going to be most of the people losing their minds. It's like, and it's already happening, and we're just 1 month into this thing. So yeah, give it 2 months, and people will be freaking shaving their heads, running around with their heads, on fire or whatever the hell it is. Yeah. So yeah, some states are going to open up. I guess Georgia's going to open up. I don't think that's a good idea, but more power to you. Now that's interesting though. Place, just put this out there. Place like Georgia, it's interesting. Now their numbers are pretty high, but they're going to open things up. It's interesting that it's like the vibration you can put out there, where it actually can distinguish. It can extinguish or clear out the virus vibrations. There's a possibility of that. So you open things up, people just start living their lives again. Cautious, obviously, but putting out a new energy to say I might want that in my energy field and clearing it out. It's a possibility of that. Where the numbers might go up a little bit, but nothing significant. And there are other places where the numbers like will blow up. So yeah, there is a possibility of you come out of lockdown and the energies around are not too bad. So, but where that's going to happen, who knows? But most places feels like the number is going to increase. But that's why they say lockdown for that reason. So yeah, we're going in. Well, first of all, yeah. If you wonder about alien energies, alien connections, interference, you want your alien contacts happening right now. They're involved with all of this. So they might not be showing themselves, but their hands are in all of this. There's different groups, of course, and that's why nothing's very certain. If it was just one group doing all this, I think it'd be a little bit more certain. But there's so many. Yeah, this is the galactic war that's happening right now, right in front of, right here, right now. There's always been a galactic war, but as you can see, things have gotten a little bit more sophisticated recently. I believe, yeah, this is your right in your face. Now, people don't believe it. Most humanity's not ready for it. Well, it can be. It's just, well, anything's possible. Yeah, we can have our. I don't think it's for alien visitation, like seeing them is not a purpose. So, and also give another, yeah. So it goes from spirit to the aliens to us. So so like if an alien can help us, the spirit energies will assist. Like they'll talk to the alien, here, go to this, go to that person, go to this. That virus coming, just step back and let it do its thing. You know, there's more to it than that, but it gives you kind of an idea. Of course, there's a darker side of the war astral that's fighting too. So you have positive spirit and war vibrational spirit fighting among each other, and the aliens are assisting. And here we're oblivious to everything. So it's like a movie, basically, or a game. Yeah, we're all minding our business, sitting in our homes, and who knows? There's a galactic war going outside, right now. Somebody like a being's trying to shut your power off or cause you to get into a depression. So beings are trying to stop that. So, you know, it's yeah, you don't mean you have to tap into that. Is the reason for it? No. Yeah, I don't think they make that stuff that clear. Yeah, it's just like if you get like a nail in your tire or something that normally would not normally happen, and your life's kind of weird already, and if something strange happens, it's kind of giving an indication that something's up. Or ghost visits when things are already kind of intense already, and a ghost shows up. You can say there's some stuff going on. Let's put it that way. It's a little bit more clear. So, even when it's not that clear. So, yeah, they're not going to, even before I got involved with all this, I always felt there was an alien war going on or something, but I can never really tap into it. It's like we're living our mundane lives, and there's something much bigger going on. It's always happening like that. And, of course, you can tap into a version of that, but tapping into the real version, I'm not sure if it's even necessary. And it might be healing for some people. It's another form of disclosure. But most of society, as you can see, is not too interested in it for whatever reasons. Yeah, because this stuff can get really real. It's already happened. It's already real now. But they think like the galactic alliances are going to come and save you. Think again. I mean, yeah, they're going to help, but you got to kind of save yourself. It's like, if you're looking for a savior, you got to save yourself. This is why knowing yourself and having some idea of yourself. Something. It doesn't have to be perfect. That will, yeah, just, if you think Elon Musk is going to come kick your ass or something, yeah, you might want to clear that out. Just a thought. Okay, for those new to all this, I'm Tar.com, private sessions, scheduler, we're on a channel, Google Hangout, Zoom, and channeling by phone. There's a shop here, I forget what day I'm on. I think I'm on the 11th. Same situation here, I have channels and heroes I do recommend. Social network and awesomeness. Rabbit Serve, it's on Amazon too if anybody's interested. Just the link hasn't been updated, that's okay. So, more madness on the way, underway, whatever. So yeah, my previous upload about like in high school, I had like a breakdown, a mental breakdown of it was. I don't want to go into full details, but it was the programming. I didn't realize at the time, but yeah, I became really paranoid of going to school, high school. I was terrified of that. Without going into full details, but I don't need to go into details here. Fuck, I already tell enough as it is. I don't tell everything, but yeah, it was weird. It's like I kind of set myself up for sabotage. It was like one thing after the other led to that. But when you think about it, when school is a program land. Now, I've heard people shut down. When I was shut down completely. I mean, I don't think some people understand what that means. I mean, literally broke down as a person. Like, like suicide or whatever. Of course, I didn't do that, but it was like you have to like shut down socially completely. Where it's like not even healthy. But for me, it was. It makes sense. It all makes sense now. It took me this long to figure that out. But yeah, it's just that. Yeah, if you get in a relationship and you get married or something, you're off track you won't be able to do what I'm doing right now. As much as you might want something like that, or a dating life for that matter, as much as you want that, that'll push me off of this course. That sounds weird, but not really. Yeah, you gotta have to keep your mind clear. It's like you're on a military, an alien military assignment. So that means no social life. Not really. I mean, you might have a sort of one, but it's really pathetic. Like you're talking about life and whatever it is, or friends or small course of friends, but just you have to keep your sanity somewhere. And yeah, when I left school, all that programming released, all that, I felt better. That's for sure. Even during school, I felt better than the last year of it. But without going into details, that even when I went back into the work world, I kind of kept low key, low shut down, just not like that. Once again, under the radar, just yeah, just yeah. Like I said, without going into full detail, it just one of these days I'll go into more of it when I feel when it's necessary. It's not necessary right now, but yeah, it was just to stay away from being completely pulled into the mass consciousness of thinking. Stay alone, single, miserable, alone. Got more technology, figure things out so I can do what I'm doing here. Having no idea where I was going to lead into this. No fucking idea. But I'm pretty much a one-man show for the most part. Which I don't know if many can really do that. You need help from others, which is nothing wrong with that. But I'm pretty much a one-man show. One-man band. Not completely, but for the most part, I have the main ingredients here. So, yeah, this shows us like it's a military thing. It really shows it. It's so unconventional, not talking about whatever kind of bullshit the other ones are talking. 5D people that don't think their shit stinks. Shit. I hate to say it. Some of them they feel like they're in 5D. It's like, by the way, they don't think their shit stinks, and it's a stencher, but they don't want to admit to that. And you can't tell that to anybody because they feel like this high vibration. Everybody's breathing in the bullshit, and there's nothing wrong with that. It's part of learning. Yeah, it's probably better to live in that reality when you see the reality for what it really is. It's might as well just breathe in all the bullshit. Might just stay at the 5D and not see the world for what's really going on here. Because many don't want to see it for obvious reasons. Not to say you have to watch the news or anything, but you just have a different take on things. Like some spiritual people or channelers are channeling some dark shit. but people love it. They just love it. I mean, it comes off positive, but it's not. But anyway, that's so yeah, it's all these different alien groups that are here. So okay, I don't know if I'm gonna bring anybody on. I just go by my energy field. I don't know if anybody wants to even talk about it. Probably not. So yeah, I'll just go by what I can pick up consciously. But yeah, you get, for a physician like this, and there's several others, of course. I'm not the only one here. Fucking there's a whole shitload of people out there. You know who they are. Everybody's in a different spot or doing their different things, different levels of it. There's some crappy versions. There's some a lot better versions, but doesn't matter. We're all still sharing information, keeping each other alive, because it can get kind of heavy where you just take beatings and just can't think clearly anymore. It is war, basically. It's a war. It's like an unseen war. It's a war that most people don't want to see it because they don't believe in all this stuff, and but that's fine. If you knew all the pressures of doing this shit, it can drive people crazy. It really is, because yeah. But yeah, to do this position, yeah, you have to first off be trusted. That's a number one. To be part of the trust is number one. That your crew, your alien crew that you're connected to, they put you through all these tests. It can take years and take wherever it needs to take. If you're dishonest, they know your dishonesty. But if it's like white lies that was necessary, it's like being taught how to be a spy. You can say. It's kind of like that. It's like you gotta do things to survive. Then they put you in kind of scenarios like this on this world, but it's on a ship. They give you scenarios of what you're going to go through, and I believe you're going through it for a long time for you to prepare for this. Of course, you're out of your fucking mind. You sign up for something like this. But this world's been, this is a parasite planet, basically. I mean, there's probably another word for it, but it's pretty much a parasite world. I mean, when you look at how people are living their lives, go to work, go home, it's like the same thing over and over again. Or just find the job that you like and still be a slave. It's like, this place is bullshit. This whole place is just, it's here to be unlocked. It's on lockdown currently, and it's supposed to be unlocked. So there will be, I would say, some kind of alien presence here physically soon, but not yet. It might not make itself clear. I think it has to in some ways, but we're a couple of years off from it yet. It has to let us get used to the changes we're going through now, because we can only handle so much. You can't as much as many of them do want to show themselves here, but I don't know what's the point of it. It will take us off course if they did that. It'll take us off. It's not a good idea. It is more cons than it is for a positive, or just not. I mean, as you see the world today, it's not in shambles as much as from what I don't have 100% of this, but I think a lot of stuff's gonna go away, which is good. They say change is life's going to change, but I think a lot of elements that we're used to are going to slowly just disintegrate. That's what I'm. Hopefully, the workday will completely demonic. Hopefully, the workday, maybe not for everybody, but would disconnect from us. That'll be fascinating. They just have to wait and see. It'll take a couple of months, for us to really know what the hell. It might be scary at first, because it's change, but this thing is here to move things around. So it's war. It's people that are dying right now, the casualties of war. We're all part of this. It's a galactic war, and that'll be interesting if people start looking at it that way. that might help maybe in all this. Maybe. Not look at the negative side of it, but look at the more positive side of it. Look at whatever side you want. But yeah, because if you look at the negative, you feel like they're going to destroy you. If you look at the positive side, you feel like you can win through this. The idea is to win. But yeah, it might help alien connections to become more clear for those that are ready. Yeah, look at it from a galactic war point of view. That we're, whatever you want to call it. It's just, as Orion beings here, everybody's here. It's just that they've had enough of us being at this point. So a lot of us had to incarnate here to assist with what's going on right now. That's why a lot of us that are keeping our sanity, that are already connected to the aliens, but been made fun of, or seen as bad, or seen this, or seen as that. We're not looking at it as the most positive being. Change sucks. It's like you can connect to the angels and talk about 5D all day long, or 9D, and just blow hot air up everyone's ass. And there's nothing wrong with that. But if you really want to get into the neutral side of it, it's becoming neutral. Neutral, I mean, you can be wherever you want, but look at it from a neutral point of view. This world's getting the medicine that it needed a long time ago. I think a lot of this, there's always been a time where we could have had alien contact throughout history, but here we are now. I think more alien energies are definitely going to start increasing here. Not in the physical yet. Once, as much as that would be really awesome for some of us, the majority are not mentally ready for it, obviously. They're sitting at home losing their minds right now. It's like staring at the wall, waiting for Disney to come back, or wherever the hell it is. It's like, whatever they're looking for, an alien is just gonna just the brains will probably blow up. It just says like, okay, I fucking had it. So, understood. But it doesn't mean that we won't have any alien interaction eventually. We're definitely in that space. We have to get to a form of consciousness where all this makes sense. We're not quite there yet. Talk to the 5D people. I tell you, life is better there. That's for damn sure. Just blowing out each other's ass, up each other's ass. Jeez, just unfucking believable and hilarious. It's like you're in the theater seats at the top row, looking down, and down. This is where all the shit is. It's like, and that's where some of us are. We're in the, in the war zone basically, and they're watching. That's what it feels like. They can call us names. We can like you. We don't like you. We don't like this. Yada yada yada. Fuck, it's easy to do that when you're in the high chair. You're here in the gutter, it's a whole different story. So, it's trust, all this, that's number one. And also, they give you scenarios if you can even do the job at all. Put you through, kind of like NASA. NASA, they put them in the little thing, they swim around. They test them. It's kind of like that, but it's a lot more different. But it's they put you in, like, I want to say it's similar like when Star Trek, where they put you in those, what do you call it, hologram world, the holodeck type of things. I want to say it's that. Probably more advanced, for obvious reasons. It's more advanced in the show, obviously. They gotta make it as real as possible. And of course, in Star Trek, it's pretty real. But anyway, they have to make it pretty real, so you get the whole, the feeling of it. And it's like, either it's for you or it's not for you. So, I think I've done this a couple of times too. This is the first time. So, you've been the bad guy in previous incarnations of taking out. But I've also had positive side, taking out, parasite planets. I can feel that. Taking out it's not always bad blowing up planets. Sometimes it's very positive. You get rid of parasite worlds. And this one's, infiltrated by parasite energies mostly, for obvious reasons. Yeah, they want to get people to work and do the same thing over and over again. Obviously, put them in a zombie type of reality, zombie thinking, so they can program. And yeah, obviously, as a child, your parents are. I mean, this is all part of the lessons here, of course. A lot of those are being removed. And those are the people who are obviously very connected to our reality, are the ones losing their minds, for obvious reasons. Yeah, they're going to get chipped. FEMA's going to come and get you. Bill Gates is the bad guy. Tom Hanks is coming to get you. Whatever the hell it is. Elon Musk is your, it's all that, it's all third dimensional programming basically. Yeah, I mean, not to say this stuff doesn't have relevance or anything. It probably does for everybody's different, but I'm not connected to any of that shit. I just cleared out. I'm not interested in any of it. I don't care what Bill Gates does. Yeah, there's a lot of darkness. He's not going to be my villain. I'm not interested in any of that. The idea is to, yeah, for humanity to go into more of a less stressful life. As I said earlier, yeah, you work like 2 or 3 hours a day. You might like it, you might not. From our conditions, working 3 hours a day, and you can still survive. You have a place to live. You have income to feed yourself. And you don't have to worry about that. And you got, and then now you got to figure yourself out, and that's huge. As more people just, it's going to take a while, obviously. But more people in Europe, they're doing this in some degree. Of course, I don't know where that's going, but anyway. As more of you get to look at yourself, that's when more of the higher vibrations really kick in. Of course, it takes a while, but that's when it starts to happen. And there's going to be a little bit back and forth, of course, lower and higher. So it's going to be that way. But and that's when 5D energy is coming. That's when the alien ships show up when we change. We got to shift, and then the aliens show up. Because it's like we're going to the next stage of our evolution. We can't be here anymore. Some of them can, but it's like this, time to graduate. So that's what we're heading for. When is another story. But that's what I see where we're heading. But yeah, just think about going to a job and not having to do too much. There might be some stress there, of course. But you don't have to worry about paying your bills. You don't have to worry about where you live. And those that are homeless, that will be healed eventually. Or many of them might leave. It's like they don't need to be here anymore. Mission accomplished. They go to another world where they can be homeless. You'd be surprised. You'd be surprised. They have a function here. They're not bad. They have a function here. They have lessons to teach, all of us. So yeah. I mean, a lot of homeless people are more connected to spirit than any of us. So, yeah, a lot of these 5D people, put them on the street with some of the most unsafe people. You put them out. I'm not recommending that, but you think you're 5D. Why don't you go be homeless in California and Los Angeles, and keep yourself from being abused, and staying strong and surviving it. Obviously, many of the 5D don't want to experience that, but if you can do that and not get abused and stay at a higher vibration, I'll recommend that for people. But that's saying something. So some people can do it. I can't. I mean, I'm not doing enough shit. So, all right. Let's see here. All right. We'll see if anybody here has any message on all that or anything, and we'll call it a night. So, by bringing the Arcturians in, I haven't brought them in such a long time. Yeah, usually a different energy. Palladians, let's see, Syrians. Syrians are sovereign to us in a lot of ways. Andromedans, haven't connected them in a while. Alright, we'll just, let's see, everybody's here. Okay. Alright, blessings. Greetings to you. We're the Arcturians. This is I am. Was one of the Arcturian councils. You are also removing a lot of ghost energies from your planet. Yes, you're adding ghosts to it, but you're also releasing a great deal. A lot of ghosts have old timelines connected to them. Not necessarily they are of the lower astral, but they do get manipulated by the lower astral. So many of you are removing ghost energies that have been trapped here for some time. So you wonder why your world is connected to the third dimension as long as it has. Ghost energies play a big role in that. Wandering around, lost. And some incarnate again and continuing to wander around, lost. They do get a second chance eventually. Eventually they do reincarnate. But they continue the old vibrations. Yes, you're going in unison with the universe. You're connecting, yes, more with your Orion forefathers. Orion plays a big role in your creation process. It's not just 3 stars in the sky. There's much more to it than that. Not all alien beings want to have, knowledge out there of where it came from. Your planet's a continuation of other worlds, and Orion's one of them. As Orion has many worlds similar to yours currently right now. They have warned some of those are reptilian worlds, some are Pleiadian worlds. Or Pleiadian beings don't call themselves Pleiadians, but they are Pleiadians. On worlds they were told they inhabited a planet and then they made it their own, and then it became similar to yours in some ways. They became kings of it. Reptilians are doing the same thing. On your planet, you have various different beings that want to close your eyes, shut you down. Yes, we don't call it a slave reality. Well, it technically is. It is you're warning from the low vibrations of the universe. Because many of you are going to be battling them. You're battling them now. Bringing back your power is you winning the war. Keeping your mind clear, as it's not easy. Of your own depression, there's nothing wrong with having depression energies, but to have it ruin you is where they win. Of course, you can have a day of low energy. There's nothing wrong with that. It's a battle you're not seeing. But as your mind stays clear, at the best you can. Yes, alcoholism and drug abuse of the negative type can definitely spur you to the wrong direction easily. It's made there to hold you in a holding pattern. As you release that, take more control of yourself. You become a drug yourself. As some of you feel that. You might need a stimulus here and there of a drug of some kind. Nothing wrong with that. But the drug of you is key. As some artists are drugs, some people are drugs, some are depressants, as you might notice. Everybody has a different energy pattern on with themselves. Yes, you are an energy being of many different things. Many of you have, yes, universes. Yes, all of you have universe energy flowing through you. Your universe is learning from you right now. Yes, it's not necessarily needed to be seen in this reality at this moment. But yes, this virus is a reflection of yourselves. And some of you are bringing it to be more contained here. I need to be in lockdown for a little bit longer. Doesn't mean I need the virus in my energy field, but I need to learn more about myself. I need a couple more months. And some humans here are, yes, not going to go within themselves too deeply or know about themselves, for that matter. Yes, going with it. Well, it's knowing yourself. You don't have to call it going within. Just knowing who you are. Asking questions in your mind of who you are. You're looking for questions outside. Nothing wrong with that. Sometimes you don't like the answer. You ask your spirit guides, who am I? What am I doing here? Some don't like the answers. It's not good enough. Not exciting enough. And so you erase that or don't want to hear anything because you close that connection up. It's like, who am I here? Okay, never mind. Oh, you didn't say anything. Yeah, so my guides aren't helping me after all. They do deliver the message, but you don't always want to hear it, as many of you know. Yes, sometimes things happen in 5 minutes, some things take 5 years. Yes, you don't always want to hear that, so disagreement, guys, is very normal. That's just a situation like this. Especially when, yes, you feel like your life is not bringing fulfillment. Or, yes, you have a loved one that you want to be connected to, but being easily ignored by. Yes, a lot of soul growth is going in through you and that other person, usually. There might be a future connection. It's a possibility. But finding your inner connection, you're all keys to other realities, other worlds. You are bringing in timelines. Yes, many of you, all of you, bring in timelines for other realities all the time. And why these beings are causing difficulties trying to block you. Because they don't want you bringing in that timeline for yourself or for others to change your Earth's energy. You'd be surprised how many timelines are flowing through you. A great deal. Well, I'd say more than 1 million a day. Yes, you're moving very fast. It might not seem like that in this reality. Of course not. Second by second, it's happening very quickly. And you're building out a new future here. And many of you were tired before when this virus hit. As yes, it was like a bomb that hit the place and everyone had to relax and clear their vibrations, as some of you are still going through it. But yes, usually the hardest lifetimes are the most fulfilling. As yes, you might not have the things that you want, but you are bringing a good health to yourself, hopefully, not always. But usually the most challenges around you is the most growth. As hard as that might be, and there is a positive down the road, as many of you will see. And yes, the timelines that you're bringing in will get stronger and stronger and stronger as you keep your mind healed. You're always going to have up days and down days. That's normal as long as you continue your life. Because some of you feel like you're getting drowned vibrationally. Because yes, there's a lot of beings that don't want you to achieve your mission here. Yes, and there's usually 4 or 5 beings around you that are trying to stop you. But you have 10 beings there to keep you going. Just so you know. So who do you answer to? The low energies or the positive energies? Yes, it's like you have a devil and a positive angel here. It's like you're going back and forth. Same thing, what's going on. It's going on every day. Let you connect with that. It's more advanced than that, of course. We have the ideas of it. Blessings to you on your connections.